it's Mary Sheila, and I hope you're doing well out there. I wanted to share with you, seriously, the most amazing soup that it just makes it like so quick and easy and green that I've been making lately. So I'm going to show you that. And the reason I'm showing you that today is because I don't know if you know this, but I have my business, Occidental Nutrition, and in that I started a club. Yes, I did. I started a club this year in January called the Vitality Club. And what it is each month we focus on a different theme and kind of dive into that theme. I teach a whole master class on it, and I have a private Facebook group. I give you some awesome, delicious recipes that go along with it and other handouts. And then there's a live Q&A where we can get on a Zoom call together and you can ask whatever questions you have. So I'm really excited about it. And this month of April is on hydration, on honoring your inner oceans. And the cool thing too is it's only $25 to sign up for the month. And then you're part of the Facebook group after that. Even if you only do 1 month, you can also sign up for the year, which is a big savings. It's even less than $25 a month. But the whole point is it's all about vitality. And even this topic of hydration, when you have vitality, you have strong immunity. When you have strong immunity, then you're going to be able to weather the storm and be resilient in this time that we're in right now. So in my vitality community, and this month is on hydration, and I call it Honor Your Inner Oceans because your immune system runs through your watery systems in the body, through your blood and your lymph. You have 3 times as much lymphatic fluid as you have blood in the body. And just like Mother Earth, we are 70% water, and so is the planet. So we know what happens when drinking water or ocean water is polluted and not clean. Like, it's not good. We can't drink it. It's not safe. And, nothing can live there and thrive. And it's just like in our own body, we have to honor our inner oceans, and our hydration is so critical. My main masterclass, I talk all about how to honor your inner oceans. And there's a link I put right there in the description of this little video. But I wanted to show you an amazing soup that you can make in like 2 minutes. So I have a few ingredients, and literally you don't have to use these ingredients. You can use whatever ingredients you have. But what I have is a beautiful leek, and I'm going to show you something when I cut this leek. So here's the tip of it. I'm going to actually just cut that little bit off, and I'm going to put it in, even though all the roots are gone, I'm going to put that in a little bit of water. I just learned this from my friend Jill, and we just did a little interview, and it'll be on my YouTube channel soon. But I'm just going to throw that little tip in here and see if I can get it to grow again, and then I'll throw it back in the garden. What I'm going to do with my leek is I'm going to just, oh, it's a big one. I'm going to cut my leek in half and, or cut a lot of the green off. And I probably won't use the whole leek because I'm going to show you a trick. So you cut it in half, and you always want to check your leek for dirt. I'm going to turn my heat on my stove. So I'm going to show you this super easy way to make this green. What we're doing right now is we're making a green soup. And the reason we're making a green soup is the color green super alkalizes the body. It means it's going to be really rich in magnesium. You're like capturing the photosynthesis from the plants, and it's going to help you to build healthy blood and red blood cells. So I'm going to take half of my my leek, and I'm just going to chop it quickly, and hopefully, I don't know if you can see all this, but just chopping it into little half moons. And once I get that chopped up, I'm going to actually add it to my pan. And I just recently, I actually did a Zoom cooking class for my friend Tirza's awesome yoga teacher training the other day, and I made this beautiful ghee. So I'm going to break into my beautiful ghee, and I'm going to just add that to my pan. And then I'm going to add my leeks in there. Oh, doesn't sound like my heat's high enough. And I'm going to get my leeks going. So leeks are really high in sulfur. They're awesome for the immune system. Anytime we have that high sulfur in the allium family. It's going to help the body with detoxification. It's going to help liquefy, and so it's going to get our waters of hydration moving. Then I have this beautiful collards, which I'm so excited about. It's funny because they didn't do well until recently, and now they're all flowering, but the leaves are just gorgeous. So I picked 4 of them. I'm just going to make like a small serving of soup. So honestly, I think I'm only going to use 2 of these, and I can make it fresh again tomorrow. And I always just take my my collards and my kale, and I just get rid of the heavy stem, and I just use this. The other thing I like to do when I have these is I like to just roll them up like that, and it makes it way easier to cut them. And you'll see I really can just do some very simple chopping because I'm going to blend this, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. Then I thought I'd put a little garlic because, you know, why not? Garlic is an amazing immune supportive nutrient, and it's really good against fighting viruses. So I highly recommend some garlic every day in the next coming months to support your immune system. And even if, you know, there are some, this is something I'm going to be talking about a lot in my vitality community. There are some nutrients that you don't want to have when you have a virus, because they can elevate some of your immune molecules, and it's called a cytokine storm. But garlic seems to be really safe in that situation, and so does vitamin C. So those are both good ones that you can continuously take. And a great way to get vitamin C actually is from sauerkraut. I just did a sauerkraut video on my YouTube channel, which is also called Occidental Nutrition. And as I'm talking, I'm getting a little carried away and using lots of garlic, but why not? All right, so I am going to actually also turn on my lighting. Dinner time. Okay, so I'm just going to give these guys a toss. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic, and that's going to really add some nice flavor. Okay, so a lot of times when I make a soup, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to blend this soup. But here's the thing. A lot of times when I blend it, I use my wand. I could put my soup in a nice mason jar and just blend it. But the other day, I tried something different, and I'm going to show you what that is. So let me add my garlic. Just going to cook my garlic up for a little bit with my greens. I'm going to add a little liquid in here. So I've got my broth. The other great immune booster is broth. And you can do it with bones, you can do it with plants, or you can do it with both, however you like that. But I've been doing a lot of, I've been personally doing a lot of chicken broth, mineral broth and I've been putting mushrooms and seaweed and some vegetable and some herbs, some immune herbs, just throwing a whole bunch of stuff in my Instapot and making a broth and just having it on hand all the time. Making soup with it, cooking any beans or grains for my family. I love it like a cup of tea, but I'm going to show you how to make a green soup. And like I said, this is a preview. I'd love for you to check out the link here because I have my vitality community and I have my live Q&A coming up on Monday. So if you're kind of curious, you know, it's a pretty low investment. It's only $25, and you'll get a full masterclass where I teach you all about hydration in relationship to even boosting your immune system. And then we have a live Q&A, and you get a bunch of really beautiful recipes, and part of my private Facebook group where, you know, you get prompts and you can ask questions, and there's just some very nice people in there. So I found a little piece of jalapeno on the counter when I was getting ready from last night. So I thought I would put this in there as well, because it's just going to give a little bit of pungent, a little bit of heat. And I don't know if you know this, but when you eat spicy foods, it's very pungent. It's actually really good for the lungs. There was a study once. Oh, and then I've got a little, and I'll get back to that study. I've got a little thyme and a little parsley. So I'm going to add that too. And then I'm going to turn my heat off. So far I have leeks, collards, garlic, parsley, thyme, in here, and I just got a nice little saute. Okay, I got it a little brown because I'm, you know, multitasking. And I'm going to make a soup. Now I can pour my broth in there and get it all hot, but what I thought I would do instead, and what I did the other day, which worked really good, is I just put all the greens, all the veggies that I just sauteed, and you can also just leave them raw and do it a different way. Maybe I'll show that another time, but you could put all of your vegetables in here. And now I have not heated my broth up. You could also do this with water if you're like, wow, that looks really good, but I don't have any broth. You can also do this with water. So I'm just gonna put all my veggies in here. And I'm doing this because I don't love to put hot things in my Vitamix pan. It's a little bit dangerous. So why not just be safe? Okay, so put all my veggies in there. Now I'm gonna put my fresh out of the refrigerator broth in there. Then I'm going to add my lid, and I'm going to make it really loud for a second. Sorry, but I'm just gonna blend this up. Okay, so now I have this beautiful green soup. It took me just a few minutes. You can see that beautiful color. Now all I need to do is just warm this up on the stove, and I have a beautiful green soup. And it is so delicious, and I will taste it, and I will add some salt if I need to. The other thing I'm going to add to it is just a little bit of sauerkraut. I made this sauerkraut a couple weeks ago with my friend Talia. It's on my YouTube channel, Occidental Nutrition. Shows you how to do it. You can grab a recipe and everything. But this is going to be a big zing of vitamin C. Vitamin C is really important to keep the immune system strong right now. So, and kraut is an excellent way to get it. So I'm just going to add the kraut in at the end and season it with a little salt and pepper. I could have also maybe even put some of those vegetables in raw and blended the whole thing together. Maybe I'll do that separately. So I just wanted to show you how easy. You don't have to do it with a Vitamix either. You could do it with a Magic Bullet, a regular old school blender. You could do it with this guy if you have one. I love this thing. I use it almost every single day in cooking. I would put my soup in like a wide mouth mason jar or in the pot if it works, and blend it that way. But the blending just means you can rough chop everything, throw it in. You know, it's just a quick cook. If you like start your day off in the morning and you maybe do any fasting and you want to have that first food come in, a soup like this would be so nourishing to the lining of the digestive tract, so soothing, a great way to start it. All those greens would really feed your microbiome. It's great in keeping your immune system, and the whole idea right now is we want to keep our bodies alkaline. So stress is acidic, protein is kind of acidic, but we need it. So we always need to balance it out with alkaline. So alkaline greens is really the way to go. It's so blood building and nourishing. So I encourage you to check it out. And I have a link right there that takes you to a video that's like an 8-minute video that teaches you a few other things that you might know, but you might need to be reminded about proper hydration, like when to hydrate. Like, is it good to drink water with your meals or away from yours? What about the temperature of your water? You know, just all of those things, because if right now we want to optimize everything. So if you like that and you want to take it further, jump into my my vitality session for the month of April, which is all about hydration. And on Monday we have a live Q&A, so you can jump on that and you can, you know, really ask me anything related to hydration, the immune system, however you want to do that. So I'm just gonna see. Yeah, my soup is almost ready. It's gonna be so good. I'm gonna add a little salt, and it's beautiful green. I'm going to add a little pepper. It's always better with pepper. And I'm getting a nice boil, or at least it's pretty hot. So I'm going to I want to just show you what it's going to look like. Probably see that green coming in. Oh, I'm just excited about green right now. It's the color of the season. So then I'm going to put a little bit of sauerkraut. I made it with purple cabbage. This is purple cabbage from my garden. It's the only one that made it. So I don't know. Oh, I don't want to spill it, but you can barely see. You can barely see. But anyway, this is my beautiful soup. And I even put a little jalapeno to pungent it up, support the lungs. And here is my green soup. I'm just going to see how yummy it is. Oh yeah, it's so delicious. I'm going to go sit down, eat my soup. Thank you for watching, and check out my vitality session and have a great rest of your day.